the dice, just like Jin Air is on the bot side.
Yeah, MG looking for a play. They're going to get the knock-up on a Bang as well as that Ignite. May spell it, but he actually flashes out of here. It's not going to be enough damage to pick up the kill onto Bang.
But now it's just a farming phase as Blossom's going for a creative gank path.
Certainly concerned about this. Going to jump onto nobody and misses. So he actually blows his ult too.
That will eventually start to chip into SKT's gold. Is Blossom still interested in bot lane?
Oh, Teddy, he might have stayed just a little bit too long. The flash comes in, and that's going to be enough. First blood goes over to Wolf on the Leona. Even in the bot lane.
And I see the replay. Notice that the Wraith, the support Rakan, was in base. Teddy wanted to outplay, but if you notice the CC bar, it never elapses. It's the entire length of the duration of his death. Condemns the turret to go down. Mono's already walking up, so
yeah.
Early rotation here from Jin. They don't want to give this up. Now, their items aren't in a great spot, but they're going to engage anyway.
They're going to go on to Bang. This might just be the death of the AD carry, but he flashes out in time. Chain of Corruption does go wide, but Wraith disappears off of the face of the earth as Zoe doing that damage. Faker going to land it, and that's going to be a second kill. Jin Air getting a little bit too frisky with the engages, and now it might be another one, a third kill, a second one going over to Faker as they clean up 3, and they're going to get the Rift Herald.
Initial CC goes wide from SKT. Watch the replay. Again, remember, the items are not there. Still, Jin Air say, we can fight, we can wombo. Bang gets out, and that's where the team fight turns around, is that there's relative safety for the carries of SKT. There's no safety, as Justice does precisely nothing in this fight, to the fact that the rest of his members had died. There was no front line. They lose their lives unnecessarily. The side of Jin Air, to the tune of multiple kills for SKT.
Ahead, and now they're looking for more as Empty, the Arctic Assault, is down here. He does have his flash, but he kind of flashes into the darkness, trying to get away, but it's 4 members against 1. And he certainly is going to be locked down here. So if the Trouble Bubble comes out, they can hand this one over to Bang. Just adding some. You notice that Justice does go back and pick up 3 extra to help out with that vision. Thinking about a play here, but actually it might be Blossom who gets himself into trouble. Although he is going to kidnap the Sejuani here, and it's way too much CC. Once again.
Do that. He didn't have flash up. He used the flash to try to get over the wall on the bottom side, and that just meant he was kidnapped. He can't Arctic Assault out. 23 minutes. They're going to try and break the base with the first bound.
So we'll take another look here.
He uses the Q aggressively, and it's just free. It's a free kidnap because he doesn't have flash to get out. Great counting of the time.
Good survivability for Bang. As they're pushing in, the siege is nice with all the CC. You got the Zoe. There's going to be the engage. They get up to Bang here, and they have all their CC being used, but he just flashes away. He's way too tanky. They don't have enough damage. Now SKT trying to get into that back line, but Jin Air have sufficiently backed off and survived up until now.
If Jin Air had played that fight out the same way and not given away 4 kills
to the items of Bang, it's going to be even that much harder.
Well, look, count the flashes. 1, 2, there was 4 flashes used by Jin Air in this attempt, and they may have got bangs, but Bang can just be a little bit more defensive and be able to play out these fights just fine. Faker was absolutely stoked at having 4 flashes bonus in this fight to play right now. They can only play 1 lane. Can Jin Air's Wraith's going to walk up. That's a bad idea.
Well, they wanted to get some vision, but it's going to bait some members in. So on, forced to burn his flash, and a half-hearted Sejuani ultimate coming in, as well as Orange. In air, they're going to have to get close. Empty looking for the flash here potentially, but he's not going to go for it. Will just give that one away. Do not want to go for the chance. 1 turret. Looks like Blossom going to look for a charge into mid. A 6 shot's not taken. Okay, they do not commit for it just yet. Slow and steady, as you mentioned. They don't want to take any chances. The engage at a Wraith is totally going to miss. They take him out immediately. That's going to be a double stun in the back line with the solar flare. And a kidnap So on now. Looking for their second kill. Faker looking for more onto Teddy here. Can't quite get it just yet. Is going to Sonya's up here looking for some help. But Teddy does get the kill. Here comes Intara. Decides to cut it short as they felt like they were taking it slow, but then after the 1 kill, they're like, okay, let's just go for it. And it might just be enough as they take out the inhibitor.
If Banger got too frisky there, did not need to go for that pick. Thought if it killed Teddy, it would end.
Red side team.
We're going to get the replay of this particular passage. Blossom did not take his elastic slingshot, so isn't there to roam. Wraith, you mentioned it already. He misses on the engage. Bang this time isn't going to walk up. Gets taken down in the front line, but it ends up being a nice second kill. A bit of stopwatch purchase there for Omti, working towards his Gogo stone plate. Faker you know, he walks up, and if there's no Infinity Edge, this is probably the right play. The Blade Caller on the backside takes him. Let's go down, and then Jinair start the big comeback. It could still happen, seeming unlikely, but every time Xayah adds an item, it's possible.
Looking for an opportunity here, not really going to come in. TP is going to be canceled as Faker and push, and the never-ending, it feels like, siege out of the side of the Zoe team is really hard to deal with, very oppressive. And they're going to go for a redemption coming down from Zoe. They're going to take out the last
the Malzahar.
And they get onto Justice in the back line. They take him out, and down goes the Rakan as well. Another person in the front looks like Umzi is going to be taken out as SKT. They make this one short and sweet as they go for the victory. Triple kill now over to the side of Bang. They want Teddy. Looks like they can't quite get it just yet. But here we go. Flash forward for Bang, and the Quadra comes in. At least he got the Quadra, no Penta, but it's going to be good anyway for SKT as they take the victory here, 2-1 over Jinair.
And unfortunately, Jinair's poor decisions in the early to mid-game meant they fell back on Teddy, hard carry or loss, and Valdez. More often than not in the LCK, you cannot put all your eggs in one basket. Does not work for the side of Jinair. They end 3-3 in terms of game score against SKT. They do not find a match win, and with that match win, SKT moved to 6-6. They move to 50% when it comes to match score, and they keep right up there in the competition for the top 5.
Well, you can see what you want about Blossom in Game 2, but Game 3, he looked pretty clean. Didn't make too many mistakes, and that's the hope, right? This rookie jungler that has so much promise. If he can just be a little bit more consistent, then, I mean, he's already got so many fans now. We'll see what happens in the future for this guy.
Definitely, and with Blossom, fans will go back and say, well, if they just drafted Game 2, the Zakata, the Jax, they would have won, and that might be true, right? We don't know. But that's a very hindsight thing to say after the series when you win 2-1 that, okay, Jax was the problem, we're going to be fine, Blossom is still our savior. Blossom will still win and lose some games. That's the reality of Blossom. But what he does for the rest of his team means he's a necessary cog for SKT moving forward. But Jinair Green Wings, just too many mistakes when they were behind. It was a very similar draft from both sides, both teams opting heavy into team fights. The snowball is so hard to stop, to arrest. Snowball continued, and this time Teddy didn't have a robust front line to play around. Justice gets completely chained to death.
He walked into it.
He did. Can't respect everything that time. He made the big mistake. Justice in the lineup does not win them a second series against SK Telecom T1. But he does end 3-2, so he still has a winning record against SKT, but not an undefeated one.
Yeah, very true. So it's good for SKT. They go to 6-6.